We are joined here by the man, the myth, the legend, Larry Blustein. So, Blue, in a little over a week's time, October 8th, 5 p.m., Sione Laulea, who is the top junior college corner, College of San Mateo in California, he's going to be deciding between the USC, and Oregon, and it seems like it's been a pretty tight recruiting race for him. The perceived advantage Miami has is his very good friend and former teammate there at San Mateo, Demetrius Freeney, transferred to Miami, before this season started. So he's already here, hopefully singing the praises of Miami to Sione. Where do you think the Hurricanes stand in his recruitment? And is this guy the real deal?
Oh, he's definitely a real deal. 6'4", 185 pounds, rangy, does a lot of really good things, great ball skills. He's a cornerback who's got safety size. He's got loose hips. He's very fluid. The guy's a proven, playmaker, tremendous football talent that would be a huge asset no matter where he goes. Obviously, right now, a lot of people are saying he may be an Oregon lean, but you never know. Like you said, you get, a couple of people in his ear, him being from the West Coast, sometimes, right. That's really tough. It's just like a South Florida kid, being recruited by USC, but also by Miami and Florida. You say to yourself, well, we got advantage because he's from here. And that's where a lot of those people out West feel at this point. But I think for a number of reasons, one of them being Jamil Adai. I mean, he's a guy who is a proven commodity as a teacher, as a coach, as a recruiter. And I think he has, I would believe, every edge in the world, of getting a kid like that, because of the fact that, you could tell a guy because, here he is, he's older than a lot of the kids that they're bringing in and saying, hey, from day one, you're going to have an opportunity to not just compete for playing time, but to be a cornerstone for us. So, and the kid likes to hear that, obviously.
All right. So another one that has had Miami Hurricane fans on high alert over the past few days is Carr. He's a 4-star slot receiver out of Colquitt County, Georgia. For a long time, Blue, he was a Georgia verbal commit. He decommitted on Sunday. By Monday, Miami had a coach at his high school, Cody Woodiel, the tight ends coach, who's that's his region of the country. He was already there recruiting Carr, and there's been a lot of smoke that Miami, and I think Nye even said that Miami are probably the leaders right now. Don't know exactly when he's going to make his decision, but have you had a chance to scout this player? What do you think?
Yeah, difference maker kid. It's truly fast, runs great patterns, really gets it. He's the guy when you see him catch the ball in space and then run, you say, oh, okay. Because he's that dude, he's the guy that everybody talks about being a difference maker and not just going someplace to blend in. And when you have schools, as you said, like Georgia and Florida State and Miami and Arkansas on him, he's special. And this is a guy that, as you said, I know that Brian McClendon and Todd Hartley are still very much in the picture at Georgia, as far as, maybe attracting him in the end. But I think that Florida State and Miami have made really, really major strides in the fact that they're playing well. Not that Georgia isn't, but the fact is there's the pecking order at Georgia is a whole lot different than it is at Miami. And Miami's, just like to me, I talked the other day about if a Brandon Inniss would have made the decision to come to Miami instead of Ohio State, I think he'd be right in the mix right now.
Yeah.
See, and that's one of the things that a lot of people don't understand, that the part of the recruiting process, Alex, is to understand, and kind of project what type of player this kid's going to be at the next level. And, and all directions point to this kid's going to be a difference maker because of the fact that what he does with the ball and his skills and his speed and his quickness and being able to outthink defensive backs. So, yeah, he he joins Miami, and that's just another feather in a cap that's really stacked with some really, really good football players for the future.